Report on this. Okay, so when you're on your Primerica app, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on the three lines over here, scroll all the way to the bottom, and go to right here a button that says Primerica Online. When you click on Primerica Online, is gonna take you to the actual web page of Primerica. So this is like the app, but this is a web app. And there's a lot more details on this web app. And one of the things you're gonna do is click on right here where it says licensing. You're gonna go to get your life license. Then you're gonna choose your state. Today we're gonna go over the state of Ohio, but again, there's very little difference between states. Then you're gonna go to resident licensing because that's the license that you're trying to get, the resident license. Then you're gonna click right here where it says ExamFX LMS. That's gonna take you to the page where you're gonna see, all the study tools and materials that you need to pass the test. Okay. So right here, we're gonna click on Ohio. Everything's gonna switch to Ohio Life, and you can study on all the states right here. If you recruit people from out of state, you could always work and help them out by studying with them on the on their state, just like I'm doing right now. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let's see. All right, cool. So right here, we're gonna click on the middle, always the middle. The number 3 is the guarantee exam. You have to do this one in order for you to be able to take the test where Primerica pays for your test, okay? But if you want to pay it on your own, you could do that, but it's better to do it through here because that at least, gets you to get a 70% on the exam simulator. Primerica pays for it, and that pretty much they guarantee. The reason they pay for it is because they guarantee that you will pass. All right, so we're not gonna do that today. Today we're gonna go to click on boost your knowledge, and we're gonna click on quizzes. And oh, by the way, let me go back because I want to show you every state has different amount of questions. The amount of questions per chapter on each test is different for every state. So we're gonna go to study by topic to find out, for example, in this case, the month of, the state of Ohio. So we're gonna click on introduction, and on introduction, we're gonna scroll down to the bottom of this, and there it is, bam, look at this. The state of Ohio, for example, is very spread out, but there's one chapter that has 22% of the exam, but it is pretty balanced out. You see that 12%, 18%, 12%, 22, 12, 12, and 12. So it's pretty balanced out on how many questions are going to be on each test. So in Ohio, you have no choice. You got to master every chapter, but there is a chapter that is pretty loaded, 22%, and then the next one is 18%. So if I'm studying for Ohio, for example, I'm going to focus first on mastering life insurance policy, provisions, options, and riders. As a number 1 chapter, I need to master because most of the questions are on that chapter. And then the next chapter I'm going to master is life insurance basics, which is 18%. And that's how you do it. Then everything else, you're just going to have to do it one by one, maybe by favorite topic, right? Like me, annuities is one of my favorite topics. So what you could do is you could just focus on annuities first because it's an easy topic for you. Let's say federal tax consideration for life insurance and annuities is a topic that you're like, man, it's annoying. I have a hard time understanding. Then guess what? Focus on that one at the end. First master the chapters that you're having a hard time with, but that are not that crazy hard to understand. Okay. But you got to master, nonetheless, you got to master the chapters. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the top, go back to main menu. And now that I know that information, now I'm going to study chapter quizzes right here. So if I click on chapter quizzes, all right. By the way, guys, don't take this for granted. If you're part of Primerica, what this allows you to do is have access to it unlimited months. And it's paid for by Primerica with your initial 124 fee. And that's the beauty of working with us because you're going to be able to have access to this. Some of the students that are not in Primerica that are hitting me up from the YouTube channel, for example, they're telling me that they only have access for 1 month and they pay, right? It's not a lot. It's like $40. Some people have said $60, but the system is only available for a month. And then they have to take the test and pass. But some people are not able to do that in a month. So they have to pay again for the next month. With us, it's free, unlimited tries. Okay, so that's pretty cool. something not to take for granted. Okay. All right. So today we're going to hit on life insurance policy provisions, options, and riders. Big part of the exam, 22%.